And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
This is a message for Cardi B. Before I start this, I just want to let Cardi B know, because I know that she, she's always on social media and things like this. Just to let her know that, girl, I love you. I think you're a really very funny person, and, you really make me laugh, and you just seem like a very down-to-earth, very relatable person, and I like you. But I just have to give the warning. I had a dream that Cardi B was, I heard one of her songs playing, and this is a song that's relatively new. This is a song, Motorsports, and I know there was a lot of controversy in how that song came about. And during this time, I was watching a lot of hip-hop videos, everyday struggle, just, a lot of wicked things. So this Motorsports song, there's a line in the song where she says, I'm the trap Selena, Dominic Gasolina, something like that. She says she is the trap version of Selena. So I had a dream that you need to really stop saying that about yourself. You can't, you have to understand that humans have dominion on the earth, and that when you put things like that into the atmosphere, it will come to pass, because that is our nature. That is what God intends us to do. So, we are made in the image of God. So when we speak things into the atmosphere, into existence, it comes to pass, whether that's negative or positive. So in my dream, that part of the song kept playing over and over, and I saw that there were four men or three men. It's either four or three. I know it's that. They were following her, and they seemed like dark spirits, demonic spirits, but they might have been people as well, just very dark people. There's some people that are so dark in spirit that you question whether they're even human anymore. But these men were following her, and in the dream, it had something to do with Nicki Minaj. They were following her, and Nicki Minaj is very jealous of her. Because, even the wicked kingdom, the rap music is its own kingdom as well. So Nicki Minaj is the queen of that kingdom right now. And, even though it's wicked, and Cardi B, they're going to replace her with Cardi B. I mean, that's not a question. They are replacing her with that Cardi B. So there's a lot of jealousy there. So in this dream, Nicki Minaj, she has to be careful. Because, the things she speaks, behind the scenes, there's a lot of things going on where she's speaking a lot of, wicked things about Cardi B, and the fact that she's very jealous that she's coming up, which, I understand competition, and, Nicki Minaj is just a very jealous person altogether. She's a competitive person. She has to be careful of things that she says, because there are people that follow celebrities and they treat them like gods. So if they're saying that they don't like someone, and the other person might perceive that as, do you want me to hurt this person, or I will hurt them for you. And there's such weirdo followers like cult like that they will do it. You have to understand, people like Nicki Minaj, even though she's not a gangster, she might talk tough, but she's really just a nerd at heart. To be honest, she's a cornball. That's who she really is. She's a corny person. And I guess, she's a very, she likes to laugh. Her true personality is there, but she is still a very jealous person. But, I believe this is, because they had a connection with her. But these men that were following her, they ended up killing her. And then she ended up dying like Selena. She died premature in the rise of her career, prematurely, and she was murdered in my dream. by 4 men, and it was out of jealousy. It came from the spirit of jealousy. Same thing happens with Selena. Her best friend killed her over a man in the rise of her career while she was peaking, while many people were interested in her, out of jealousy. Jealousy of a position that she had, jealousy that she was getting fame, limelight, and her best friend killed her best friend over a man that she was very jealous of. And she was just jealous of the situation in general, just jealousy. But the things are lining up. Same thing. She's saying that she's a rap Selena. She's saying these things, and if she keeps carrying her career in this way, it's gonna be bad for her. The next day I wake up, I get a confirmation of the dream. I go on Instagram, I see that there's a fan, like, you know, those fan pages where they'll take pictures and videos of the artists. One of these fan pages put a picture of Cardi B side by side with an outfit she was wearing. It was like a crop top and pants or something. And you know, they were saying how the outfit looks so similar to one of Selena's outfits. And basically, I guess they were saying it was inspired by that. It's an inspired outfit, and it was supposed to be some kind of replica, but inspired. And the person went as far as to even change the font on her clothes. I mean, you can see like the outfit is actually not the same color, but they changed it to purple to actually match what Selena was wearing. But you know, and then you really have to understand that people like Nicki Minaj, you know, in the industry, you don't necessarily have to be a gangster. Drake is not a gangster, but he has bad people around him. He has wicked people around him that will do things for him, and it's the same for her. She's around Birdman. She's around Lil Wayne. These people have people are affiliated with them that are wicked people that are really in gangs that really kill people. They hurt people. You know, they're doing wicked things. So they don't necessarily have to have the power themselves. They just have to have the manpower behind them. And she just has to be careful what she's saying behind the scenes, because he could really end up, you know, getting, you know, someone hurt. You know, behind the scenes, she wants to bring down Cardi B as far as music career goes, because she wants to have that spotlight. You know, Nicki Minaj right now, she's reaping what she sows. I mean, she lied and she manipulated situations when Little Kim was there. When Little Kim, the whole situation of her copying her, she tried to manipulate that situation, saying that she was getting hate, but she actually just started the whole situation. She stirred that up and then just played the victim, you know. That's what she does. She's a manipulative person. Not to speak down on her, but she just has a very manipulative Jezebel spirit. Her spirit is very Jezebel-like. But, you know, Cardi B, you just have to be careful. You have to know what you want, because in the end of the dream too, when she was killed, they released a bunch of her music. And in one of her songs that she had an unreleased song where she actually, I guess she kind of revealed her true feelings about Nicki Minaj. And she was basically saying her name in one of the songs, like very, like disrespectfully, like saying something bad about her in the song. And her label went to start releasing what was left of her music, and that was one of the songs. And I basically saw her on the news. Saw that they were talking about her death on the news. Just be careful. You have to know who's around you. You have to know who are people you can trust. You know, because, you know, we ain't made for this stuff. We're not made for this. There are real wicked people behind these celebrities that hurt people. You know, and for an example, I know someone that had a family member that was a scary person, and he goes out to clubs like almost every single night. He basically lives off women, and they pay his bills. He pays his phone bill. They give him money, and he's a manipulative person. He's in and out of jail right now. He's in jail, and he was in a gang or something, and he used to run this business, and it got raided by the FBI or something. But this person hangs around celebrities all the time. You know, rappers, Hollywood actors. And when he would always talk about these stories that he knew these people, I thought he was lying. Until one day he brought out this little old-timey photo album where it was so beat up too, like he didn't really care about it. He was just like, oh, here, look at this. I looked in that book and it had Busta Rhymes in there. He had a picture with Jay-Z. He had a picture with Tom Cruise. He had a bunch of celebrities. I couldn't believe it. Just so many celebrities, famous people, rich people that he would just meet just from mingling with people in the clubs and things like that. And you know what he said about Busta Rhymes? Busta Rhymes is somebody that he hangs out with a lot. He says Busta Rhymes is afraid of him, but because he knows what kind of person he is, and because he's a rapper, he tries to keep up this image. So Busta Rhymes keeps him around him because he's like a muscle, but he's really afraid of him. But rappers, they need muscle around them because real gangsters, people in the street, they want to get at them. They talk crazy in their music, but then when they come in the street, real street people see them, they're gonna like, well, I'm gonna hold you to that, but they can't because it's an image, it's fake. But Busta Rhymes, he's terrified of him, but he'll still keep him around him just to keep up that image, just in case anything goes down, he can use him. It's like a lot of rappers, they have people in their, I guess they call them their crew. When things go down, they take the rap for it. There have been many people went to jail for rappers. They went to jail for crimes they never committed. They killed people for them, but and not just Busta Rhymes, he did this to many people, many other rappers. I couldn't believe I thought he was lying. This man had so many pictures of so many celebrities, and I'm not talking D-list, I'm talking like A-list celebrities. Keanu Reeves was in there. There was a bunch of white celebrities in there, a bunch of rappers and celebrities. I couldn't believe it. Whenever he would say these things, I was like, this guy is lying. But then he doesn't have a job. Who keeps paying his phone bills? Women keep calling him at night, crying and acting crazy. You have to understand these people, and he was a very dangerous person, and I sensed that from being around him. Like, this is not somebody I really want to cross, so I stayed away from him. I felt that spirit of like, uneasy, danger, violence. Like, this is what he does. Even there was one night, he comes home really late in the night, till almost mornings. He comes out of this, I hear a bunch of yelling out of the window. I put my head out the window. It's him. He's chasing a man around a car. A heavy-set man chasing him around a car. This man looked terrified of him. I think what happened was because at the time his car got taken, and I think he used to hide guns in his car too. And he had a gun that he pulled out on people when he would come home drunk at night. He would pull out this gun. But the man drove him home, and I guess like he kind of like kept quiet until the man drove him home. As soon as he dropped him in front of his place, started running around the truck and cursing at him. And the guy was running around the truck like a 5-year-old. Like, he wouldn't even dare try to fight this man back because he was huge. He's a heavy-set, huge, muscular built, crazy man with a gun. Like, just girl, Cardi B, he prayed up. I know that you talk to God. I always see that you talking about God and that you always talk to him. Trust me, God hears you. He hears you. He knows when you're talking. There's some believers that won't even speak to God normally and say, God, this was my day. This is what happened to me today. But you talk with God. And this message is going out to you. Come away from the music industry. It's wicked. It could cost you your life. It could cost you your life. You know how you really know you love God? When you're willing to give up everything. When you're willing to give up riches. When you're willing to give up dreams. That's going to be my next video. That is going to be my next topic. If you love God so much, you're willing to give up. You're going to give everything up. The money, the riches, the fame, the dream. You're going to give up your dreams. You know how heavy that is? To say that you will give up your dream for God? Just stay tuned. Everybody pray for Cardi B that she comes away from this music industry and, stay blessed. Please don't proclaim it in the spirit anymore about this woman. She's already left the earth. You don't want to be nothing like her. She's already gone. And, we don't know where she is. I've heard testimonies of saying she's in hell. Let's not dwell on the dead anymore. You got to be alive in Christ. All right. See y'all. Amen.